Got a couple of questions for you. Have you prepared your estate plan? And if you have, will it go through court? Just a couple of questions that you may have regarding your estate, your parents' estates, or if they've done everything right. Well, today we have brought in Kelly Kyle, who is with Howell, Kyle, and Wynn here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good, Jim. It's good to see you, too.
I know you were here with us last year. We did the senior fair, and of course we got the senior fairs going on this year, but we want to bring you back in and talk about elder law. I know that's something very important. A lot of people don't think about, exactly how am I protected? How's my estate protected? What do I need to do? So give us kind of a little walkthrough. I mean, let's start off with how old is old enough to, is there a certain age? Should I wait till I'm retired to worry about that?
Probably not. I mean, we always say that it's never too early to plan, but it can be too late to plan.
Mm-hmm.
We call ourselves an elder law firm, but it's not just elderly people that need estate planning. We try to emphasize the need for even younger couples, particularly couples that have children, to do estate planning, because it's so important if something were to happen to both parents that they have a plan in writing that would say who's going to have care and custody and control of their minor children. What will be the terms of those children's inheritances? How are they going to be looked after? So, like I said, it's certainly something that older people tend to think about more, but it's really never too early to start thinking about it.
And you do hear of tragedies, every week in the news of accident where both parents are killed or something like that. What happens to the children? And like, as you said, what about my children's future? If you're not prepared for it, what do you do? And these are a lot of answers that they can get, by calling you.
That's exactly right. Our firm has our office here on the Gulf Coast at Diamond Head. We've had it for several years, but we practice all over the state of Mississippi, and we always welcome the opportunity to meet with new potential clients. All they have to do is call our office and ask for an appointment, and we're always happy to set that up.
Matter of fact, you can go to their website right now and find out. There's a schedule of different workshops and seminars that they are doing throughout the month of April, different areas along the Mississippi Gulf Coast that will answer a lot of those questions that you do have, right?
That's exactly right. And we do these seminars on the coast usually a couple of times a year, and we'll see sometimes as many as a couple hundred people during the times that we do those. So we always look forward to those, getting to see old clients and potential new ones. So I'd like to invite everybody to come out and attend one of our seminars. And like you said, they're going to be all along the coast. Really, there will be one somewhere within just a few miles of you, I assure you.
We always see on websites a little section where it says FAQ, frequently asked questions. So I'm going to pose to you, what are some of the frequently asked questions that you do get at some of these seminars?
Well, we get people asking us, what about the estate planning documents that I already have in place? How good are they? And we tell people about the various ways of estate planning. One of the more familiar ways that people are certainly most familiar with is the use of a will. And they do that because their parents had a will, their grandparents had a will, and so on and so forth. But people don't really realize what that will has to go through in order for it to become effective. And what it has to go through is the probate process. That's a long, drawn-out, involved process. It goes through Chancery Court here in Mississippi. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of money in particular. So we really concentrate on helping our clients plan their estates in such a manner that it will avoid that probate process.
What about a living trust?
A living trust is really what we recommend for most of our clients. Not everybody, but most people can certainly benefit from the convenience that a living trust can provide them and those that they leave behind.
Can a will be contested in court? Let's say they go, read a final will of somebody, and one sibling or something says, "Oh no, that's not what they wanted. What do I want to contest this." But a living trust cannot be contested.
It's certainly not as easy to be contested. The difference in the two is that a will, as we said, has to go through probate, and probate is just really throwing open the doors to anybody that wants to come in and contest it. Obviously a family member or somebody that would have the right to do so. But you're really just throwing open the doors and saying anybody that has a problem with this, come on in and bring it on. But the living trust is private. It's just not subject to being contested like a will can be.
But it can be changed.
It can be changed, and we call it a revocable living trust. That means that it can be amended and can be changed, and you certainly are able to do that at any time during your lifetime.
So, as you were saying before, that you should start out, particularly maybe at an early age, thinking about this. I mean, if you've got a family, you're married, children, property, business.
Exactly.
These are all things that you want to protect.
All of those things are factors that go into putting together a good estate plan.
Now, because you got to know too, which is good to work with someone such as as yourself. You'll know what you end up dealing with if it goes to court, and what the courts can do to you.
Right. And again, everything that we do is geared towards keeping our clients and their estates and their families out of court.
And of course, again, if you have a will, those things can be contested. It can be a drawn-out process going through the court. Somebody contests it or whatever, going through probate and everything else. And whereas the important thing is this. They should sit down and talk with you, make an appointment, sit down and talk with you, find out what is right for them.
Exactly.
Because not everybody's going to be the same.
That's exactly right. And again, these seminars and workshops that we offer are a great place just to come in. They're absolutely free, last about an hour, and we give you a presentation, lots of free information in the seminar, lots of free information to take home with you. And then we give you the opportunity to schedule an appointment with one of our 5 very experienced attorneys after the seminar is over.
And of course, they're full of all kinds of information for you. And the major thing that you're looking to do is to protect them.
Exactly. That's exactly what we want to do for our clients, is offer what we call peace of mind planning and protection for them.
And that way you can make that plan, and once you made that plan, I mean, you have peace of mind. You don't have to worry about somebody down the line, something happens to you, that, excuse me, something happens to you and that somebody's going to come in and try to take what you've worked hard for all your life, what you want to hand down to your family members, your loved ones, and it makes you feel a lot better.
Yes, it does. All of our clients say we may have prepared an estate plan for them, but what they leave our office with is true peace of mind.
That's the important thing.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for being with us here again
today. Thank you,
today.
Jim. It's always a pleasure to be here to visit with you.
Well, if you have any more information, again, you can call the number on your screen, the 800 number. I'd be glad to set up an appointment with you. Also, go to the website, which is howellelderlaw.com. They have a schedule of some of the seminars going on here along the Mississippi Gulf Coast during the month of April, and they'd be glad to pass that, have you come in, like you said, about an hour's worth of your time, and chock full of all kinds of information to protect you, your family, your loved ones, and especially your estate with Howell, Kyle, and Wynn. Give them a call.